Everyone trying to live right now. I don't have that kind of money. They walk among us. When your mood swing goes just a little bit too far. If dogs had romance novels, he'd be on the cover. Look at this adorable lil egg. I never thought about it that way. Trisonic toilet tank rubber flapper. Just a reminder that there will never be a generation who fought harder against the wind than we did. After the horrible situation I spent hours mentally preparing for turns out fino. Me reading the entire menu before ordering the same thing I always get. It's stupid when girls say they can't find a guy, yet they ignore me. It's like saying you're hungry when there's a hot dog on the ground outside. Mom said I couldn't get a raccoon, so I colored the dog. My family wondering why there isn't glass on the tic-tac-toe frame. He needs those parts for his spaceship, he's going to outer space. When someone tickles your neck. Me grabbing me, having to everything I see and again make space in the inventory. Me after a few drinks. What do you mean you don't like pickles? Going to the club after your 30s. What you bought, what you think you look like, what you look like. Get the body you always wanted this summer. Me staring at the entrance to my job like. I get why these MFs wake up and scream. When you grab that first slice of pizza and the long melted cheese tendrils cling to the rest of the pie. It was the most erotic moment of my life. When my anxiety wants me to be constantly scared but my depression wants me to be too tired to care. Come on guys, don't fight over me. The single star on Texas flag is actually a review. Why don't I just wear a sign that says too ugly to live? You can't change the past, but you can still fuck up your future. Me when I have a bad day. I think I deserve a little treat. Me when I have a good day. I think I deserve a little treat. The perfect job does an EXI. Pimp My Ride 90s edition. Me after doing practically no work at all and just wasting time for an hour break time. I'd never even heard of a baby performing its own C-section before. Wow. And then at the end of the CD, there would be a secret song not listed on the liner notes. Someday future archaeologists are going to dig up Disney World and think it was some bizarre mouse worshipping kingdom. Dude, no fucking way. Don't believe the lies. The Death Star is flat. Me at 3 a.m. imagining how I would do CPR on a giraffe instead of sleeping. Nobody, me, who touched my SHIT. Also me, NVM I found it. Look at this angry martini. Sorry I didn't text you back, I have writer's block. Shout out to everyone who simply cannot work at an even, steady pace, and instead vacillates between frenzied hyperwork mode and a near catatonic state of existential dread and avoidance. When someone asks me what I do for fun, stop doing this. You got some dick for me? Fuck your day. Can't you ask me how my day was first? It ain't the worst though, not tonight, I have ketchup. Landlord, your rent is increasing by 50% for no reason. Me ordering live termites. Here's $300 to break up with Connie, save that money for our wedding. Bro, if any of y'all was preying on my downfall, you won, I'm sorry, please stop. Girls be like, I know a place, and then they take you here. Kid, how come you have an Apple Watch on your ankle? Me. People pleasing is over, become unacceptable. In the desert, an asshole is welcome sight for many parched creatures. Donkeys and horses dig wells that help other animals find water. Count Choncula. When you open the spaghetti sauce jar on your first try. It's hard being a teenager in my 30s. I don't know who needs to heart his right now, but you can eat lasagna in the shower if you want to. It's not illegal. They can't arrest you. Go and be free. You only get to pick one to go to. The puppy monkey baby is being kept in stasis until the world needs it most. Visualizing in the mirror the man I want to become. I know what you saw. You changed his mind. The man is gone now. North American river otter are probably unaware of how semiconductors work. McDonald's employee knocks on bathroom door. Are you okay in there, sir? Me. Man builds guitar out of his dead uncle's skeleton. Uses it to play black metal. The surprising story of one metal fan's quest to have his uncle shred for all eternity. When MFS with low iron stand up too fast. Stay cool today by spritzing yourself with chilled hot dog water. The last time you were in a play you bit someone. I behaved impeccably. Gets worse the longer you look. You're memeing really hard, are you okay? I mean, I can throw it a third time. I love rubbing the fuck out of my eye. Ha 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 son, this bread is huge. An hour ago it seemed like a funny idea to order the Batman pizza, and now I have many regrets. The Gariel hat stays on during sex. Relationship status. Old people are like, I bet you don't know how to drive stick, you idiot. You fucking idiot. Can you help me set up a PayPal? Feels like you've tripped up on the first hurdle here. My kitchen after I cut an everything bagel in half. Them. I'm so sad summer is over me. So we have ice, water, hockey, field, earth, hockey, and air/table, air hockey. Folks, I believe it is time for fire hockey. Plant people really live in apartments like this and don't see any issue. Friend, do you play on PC or console? Me, yes. After the show was cancelled, times were hard for Batman. He lived in an old van down by Gotham River. When you're so high on dentist gas, the water buffalo of drugs visits you. My best friend 10 years ago and now. My dad and brother recreated this photo 28 years later. When he says he likes your spooky side. When your son is just a tree in the school play but you're proud of him anyway. I wish I was taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish my cat had a phone I would call her. My dog helping to look for the guy who broke into my car and drank my blue slushie. It's disgusting how much I replay a song when I love it. You guys go ahead, I'm gonna dilly-dally. The older I get, the more often I find myself hesitating to throw out a used Ziploc bag because it isn't even that dirty. This is what I mean when I tell people I am on my way. It is too hot to wear all black in the summer. Me. I don't care. I thought artichoke hearts were from an animal that I pictured as being similar to an armadillo. I thought it was friggin' disgusting that people would buy a jar of that. You're never too busy to give a good boy a pat on the head. It's 1925. I'm leaning against this lamppost on the lookout for dames who are looking for trouble. I start flipping a quarter. I catch her eye. I fumble the quarter and it rolls into a sewer grate. I have lost the equivalent of $30,000. Thank you for changing my life. I am literally you I know. Thanks for never giving up. They have the same middle name too. Wow. Megan Thee Stallion and Timothée Chalamet are the same age and height. I'd like to bark at the manager. When you're going to take an exam you haven't studied for, you ride to war, but not to victory. Toddlers be like, we can do this the hard way or the harder way. I heard the government is putting chips inside of people. I hope I get Doritos. A divorced couple dividing up their Beanie Baby collection in court. 1990s. 14. Hey dad, why should you never fight a dinosaur? Me? Why 14? You'll get juristic. He's a dad. They grow up so fast. When you get to the lab and find out you're missing 15 dinosaur embryos and your can of shaving cream. In 2007, if you wore a long-sleeve t-shirt under a regular t-shirt, it meant that you liked music. Every photo of Tears for Fears looks like a couple who just had a fight and aren't talking to each other. My kids' endurance levels 90 minutes riding a bike, 75 minutes chasing around a playground, 60 minutes jumping at the trampoline park, 2.5 minutes walking through a store. For Yoder for HEDCONTCTLISSINCKO. Me bringing home fast food for dinner after spending $400 on groceries because I don't feel like cooking. I think it's crazy that we can accidentally make people, but we can't accidentally make dinner. How nice would it be at the end of the day if we were like, I wasn't really trying to make dinner, but it's made. David, I'm disappointed you didn't take better care of your sister. I'm okay. Sorry, I am not a condom. Having a bad day. At least you're not the guy filling up a blow-up doll at a free air pump. I can't make it out tonight. I'm not feeling well. Lies. That book you wanted came out today, didn't it? The perfect bookshelf decor doesn't EXI. Remember when a series of unfortunate events was a book and note your life. When it's your day off and you can become one with Mother Nature again. I'm a whole goddess that has to act human and wear clothes. The most dangerous game you can play is, I'm going to wake up early and do it then. Friend, you wanna go out Friday? Me? I totally would, but I already have my pajamas on and everything, friend. But it's only Monday. MES. After Knight Rider ended, Kit fell on hard times. He developed a meth habit, moved to Oklahoma and is living with a stripper named Tiffany in a trailer court. You go inside and there's an opossum on the counter, and you order a foot-long chicken teriyaki, and it uses its mouth to pile various sticks, acorns, leaves and bugs onto 12 inches of mossy damp tree bark. It's the best Subway you've ever had. Me coming up my various schemes and also plans. Don't come back here with your bullshit. Me coming back with my bullshit. I've been broke, but I've never been used a public bench as a pipe broke. Me reappearing in people's lives after inexplicably disappearing for several months. Today's kids will never know what it was like to have to create your own ankle socks. Imagine that you are having a conversation with someone and they are being really irritating or obnoxious or whatever. You are straight facing and slowly reach up and pull your little cord to shut your blinds. Perfect. You want more trains in the US because it's eco-friendly and lowers the demand for personal forms of transportation that are wasteful. I want more trains because chugga 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 choo choo we are not the same. Citizens, how TF did you lose to a bunch of emus? Australian military. The fancy tech that impresses kids today, the fancy tech that impressed them as a kid. When the guests finally leave and you can become a legal citizen of your own house again. After Knight Rider ended, Kit fell on hard times. He developed a meth habit, moved to Oklahoma and is living with a stripper named Tiffany in a trailer court. You go inside and there's an opossum on the counter, and you order a foot-long chicken teriyaki, and it uses its mouth to pile various sticks, acorns, leaves, and bugs onto 12 inches of mossy damp tree bark. It's the best Subway you've ever had.